Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're unlocking the secrets of local growth by looking at two incredibly powerful concepts, the stack and the Trinity.
If you run a local business, maybe you're a coffee shop owner, a local plumber, a boutique retailer, or the neighborhood dentist, you definitely know the absolute frustration of feeling totally invisible online. The digital world is just so loud, and trying to stand out in your specific town or city can feel like a massive uphill battle. Because it's not about getting traffic from the other side of the globe, right? It's about how you actually get the person 3 streets over to walk through your physical doors. How do you get them to pick up the phone and call you? And most importantly, how do you get them to trust you over that competitor just down the road? Well, let's fix that.
Okay, let's dive into this. We're looking at a framework designed by 11 ideas called the Local Business Growth Stack. It basically takes all the chaos of digital marketing and turns it into a super structured, easy-to-understand blueprint. Think of it like a pyramid or even a tiered cake. It's a linear stack where every single layer is strategically holding up the one right above it. You literally can't just jump to the top. You have to carefully build that base first.
So, let's break down these 3 essential layers of the stack from bottom to top. It helps to think of this as the actual architecture of your business's online presence. Step 1, right down at the very bottom, is your website. That is your foundation. Step 2, sitting right on top of that, is local SEO. That's the structure, kind of like the framing of a house. And finally, step 3, the roof or the top of the stack, is social media. Now, if you try to build a roof before pouring a concrete foundation, your house is absolutely going to collapse. And you know what? The exact same rule applies to your marketing.
Let's start with that absolute bedrock, your website. According to the stack, having a beautiful website is completely useless if it doesn't have a few specific, totally non-negotiable elements. You need crystal clear services so people know exactly what you do the second they land on the page. You need a simple contact form, a highly visible phone number, and crucially, a location map. This is what anchors you to reality. Because if a local customer comes to your site and can't immediately figure out where you are and how to call you, you've lost them. The foundation cracks.
Once that solid foundation is poured, we move up to the middle layer, local SEO. This is how you ensure people actually find that awesome website you just built. Claiming your Google business profile, that is priority number 1. Then, you need local keywords, an active, deliberate strategy to get customer reviews, and optimization for near me searches. Think about it. When someone searches best coffee near me, Google is looking straight at your website's foundation and your local SEO structure to decide if you actually deserve to show up.
And finally, we cap off the physical stack with social media. But pay attention to the specific tactics needed here, because this isn't about posting generic inspirational quotes. No, this is about keeping your content intensely local. We're talking about using local hashtags, genuinely engaging with your community online, showing real behind-the-scenes moments of your shop, and posting about local events. Your social media is essentially the friendly face of your business, interacting directly with the neighborhood you've already targeted with your SEO and anchored with your website.
So, the crucial takeaway here is this. When you build this linear stack correctly from the ground up, website, then local SEO, then social media, the results are highly predictable and incredibly tangible. The direct outcome of this solid architecture is simple. More walk-ins, more calls, more trust. You stop being invisible and you become the obvious, trusted choice in your local area.
Now, what's really interesting about this next concept is that we're kind of shifting our perspective. We've looked at the linear stack, right? But 110 Ideas also presents this concept as a highly synergistic, interconnected ecosystem called the Trinity of Growth. We're no longer just looking at a bottom-to-top pyramid. It's more like a Venn diagram. And this brilliantly illustrates that these 3 elements, website, SEO, and social media, they don't just sit on top of each other. They overlap, they interact, and they literally multiply each other's effectiveness.
Picture that sweet spot right in the center, where the website, SEO, and social media all perfectly overlap. That is where true exponential growth lives. It's such a powerful idea. It tells us that if you're only doing 1 or 2 of these things, you are seriously missing out on the core potential. Unstoppable growth happens at the exact intersection of all 3 elements working in total harmony. Let's break down exactly where that magic happens, because these specific intersections are vital. First up, website plus SEO equals people find you. Think about that. You can have the absolute best website in the world, the strongest foundation ever, but without the SEO structure, it's basically a billboard in the middle of the desert. Blending local SEO with your foundational website is the exact mechanism that ensures local customers actually discover your business when they're searching for a solution.
Next, what happens when you combine SEO with social media? You get trust. Imagine a customer finds you via SEO. Maybe they see your Google business profile and read a bunch of glowing customer reviews. That initiates the trust. Then they click over to your social media and see active community engagement, genuine behind-the-scenes videos, maybe some local event participation. That potent combination of search engine authority and vibrant social proof is exactly what builds ultimate, unshakable local trust. Finally, the loop is closed with social media and your website, which equals people buy from you. You've built up all this interest and trust on your social platforms through engaging local content. But now you need to capture that value. When you direct that social interest back to a solid, functional website, one with a clear contact form, a phone number, and a straightforward list of services, that interest successfully converts into actual hard sales.
To make this perfectly practical for you today, let's do a really quick comparison. If you want to build the stack and activate the Trinity, definitely do this. Claim your Google business profile, always add your physical location to your website, and post weekly local content. On the flip side, absolutely skip this. Stop wasting time on national keywords if you only serve your local town. Stop posting generic, copy-pasted social media posts that literally nobody in your community cares about. And whatever you do, do not launch a website with no map on the contact page. You gotta avoid these time-wasting traps at all costs.
I want to leave you with this powerful mic drop quote from Shabbir at 110 Ideas, which I think beautifully summarizes everything we've explored today. One without the other, weak. All three together, unstoppable. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want you to look at your own business right now. Which part of your Trinity is the weakest link? Are you missing the SEO structure? Is your social media a bit too generic? Identify it, fix it, unify your ecosystem, and make your local growth truly unstoppable. Thanks so much for joining me on the explainer today, and I'll catch you in the next one.